Hey, thanks for watching today. Today's video is going to be about the construction of my rental house in Mérida, Mexico. And I am managing all of this from the US, which is not very easy to do. It's easy in that I really trust my general contractor. He's like family to me. I consider him a brother. And so I know everything is in good hands. I'm not worried about that. But the part that I feel like I'm missing is like the excitement of stopping in, seeing what they're doing, going, oh yeah, put this electrical outlet over here closer to the wall so I can hang a piece of artwork there. The plans that I have for it are really detailed, so that's good. And at this point of the construction, which I'm gonna show you a whole bunch of pictures here in a second, this part of the construction, it's okay that I'm away. I mean, it's all the demo and the heavy lifting and pouring foundation and things like that. But once it starts to get to the point where I can actually choose stuff, I'm totally gonna wanna be there. But c'est la vie, I still have to work to pay for this, to continue to pay for this. I did just sell my house, which was part of what is paying for this. That's a whole nother video. I'll put a link to that video down below here. Anyhow, let's get to the good stuff and get to the pictures and the process. As we come in the entryway, you'll see here that they've done demo and they're preserving, thankfully, the floor. I think this house was a typewriter repair shop because when I first took ownership, there were all these typewriters laying all over the floor and some even chucked in the backyard, and some of them had been dropped at some point, or some heavy machinery dropped, because there are big chunks of floor missing. So I'm really grateful and excited that the guys are able to preserve this much of the floor. They just brought the border in, and then we'll put just probably like an oyster color border around the outside of it there. So that's the entry looking in. And then as we move back toward the dining area, you can see there's a smaller door to the left and a bigger door. Those are going to become one big door, and that wall in between the dining and the kitchen, that wall is going away. That's not a historic wall. It's a very thin wall. All the walls having to do with the original history are staying. Here's a nice shot of from the kitchen looking back toward the dining. You can see that wall has been removed. That's super exciting. And the back, oh, what a lot of work. You can see here where that green arrow is, that is the foundation wall for the bedrooms. Little story about the bedrooms. They were starting to dig and or clear away near the wall, and because the walls are shared in Historic Centro, you can't, you can't just really tear into your neighbor's wall. The mamposteria was coming into the bedroom space more than originally had thought. So I lost some depth into the bedrooms. It's still fine. They'll still be 3.7 meters wide or deep. So there will still be plenty of room to walk around a bed. But Carlos called me. He's like, oh no, I have to tell you this. I'm like, it's fine. It's okay. It's only a half a foot. It's okay. These things happen, it's just roll with it, man. It's life in Mérida. So from the time I purchased this house to the time I started construction, or the time I, got my permit, because it's in INA, the historic district, was, I'm gonna say, a year and a half. So it took a while. Which ended up being a good thing for me. One, I needed to continue to save the money, and two, I needed time to sell my big house and downsize into a really small house here in the US while I make this whole transition possible. So it all works with a lot of patience and a lot of trust. I trust the team that's working on this house. I love them. And I couldn't be having a better experience. Part of what's also making it a good experience is that Carlos sends me a lot of photos along the way. And recently he had to choose a shower head, simple thing. And if I was there, I would, go down, pick one out, buy it, and take it over there. And I don't have the luxury of doing that. The architect chose like the matte black, super trendy, really cool looking hardware. And that is cool hardware. However, water spots on those things is horrible. So I went with classic chrome, can't go wrong, easy to clean. And I didn't go with any of the fancy things like the extra handheld or the rain shower head, mostly because the water and the sediment in the water, these things require a lot of cleaning. I didn't want a phone call every other guest saying, hey, water's not coming out of the little handheld bit and things like that. So I just decided to stay super simple, super classic, and then I'll amp up the space with decor. I hope you've enjoyed this video on the construction. I do appreciate your subscribing and liking and commenting and all the fun interaction. I really look forward to it. Thanks again.